Hello everyone, welcome to a special edition here, our special numbered edition of Lord of the Rings Online. This is episode 500, and it's nice to see that all the Shire has turned out to celebrate for me and putting on a wonderful fireworks display. How sweet of them, for their favorite son here. It has been 500 episodes. That's amazing. If you told me that I would be doing it 500 episodes and 8 years later, we started this in February of 2011, so it was 8 years and 2 months now, I would have not believed it, but it has been a great thing. I'm so happy for all of y'all that have stuck with it and traveled along with me through all of Middle-earth here. It's been wonderful. We're hoping we'll have a special episode at some point. This is just a little introduction to my main episode. I had not realized it was 500 episodes until I was editing the one that I've got up. We're down in Rohan, the Eaves of Fangorn Forest. So perhaps we'll be able to have a special episode coming up to celebrate it. It's been more than 500, of course. It's been 500 episodes that have been numbered, but there's been some 2- and 3-parters in there and a number of special episodes as well. So once again, thank y'all for having stuck with it, and I hope y'all still enjoy it, and we will see y'all next time after we have the adventure here. So we will see you then. Bye-bye. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlo. Good boy. When we last off, we were still deep in Rohan. We were here at Eoworth. Éomer had just arrived, the nephew of the king, King Theoden, and we were supposed to go and talk to him and see what he has to say, whether he can tell us anything about the Uruks we've been chasing. So we will head on over here. Of course, Horn and Nona are having their little lovers spat, I suppose. It's not really a fight between them, but Nona has a lot of things to think about and a lot of stuff to work out, and I suppose so does Horn. Let's talk to Éomer.
I am pleased to make your acquaintance, my friend.
I am pleased to make your acquaintance, my friend. And am I not wrong in my guess that you are of the race of halflings called hobbits? Éomer laughs at your surprise. Yours is the second party I've encountered who sought the Uruks, Gnarlo, and it was they who told me of hobbits. To you I say what I said to them. The Uruks have all been destroyed, and I saw no sign of any other living thing at the site. That man was Aragorn, son of Arathorn, and his companions were a dwarf, Gimli, Gloin's son, and an elf called Legolas. You are not one of the halflings they sought, are you? A shame, they were distraught at their loss. Speak to my man Eothane if you would hear more of these travelers or their prey. Talk to Eothane outside. Okay, is this going to start us up an instance, perhaps? Let's see. Hello, Eothane. We got to travel now? Don't know. Let's see. Tell me about the encounter. Oh, there we go. They seemed to spring out of the grass as if from nowhere. Some elvish magic, I thought, and indeed one of them was an elf. A dwarf and a man there was also, but no man of Rohan was he. They hunted orcs in Theoden King land, but not at his command. Indeed, even Éomer my captain hunts orcs without leave of the king. But he is the king's own kin, and will rule in Rohan someday. These others made bold claims, but I do not know the truth of them. Éomer let them go that they might seek their lost companions, but only on condition that they return and present themselves to the king at Edoras. This they swore to do. Oh, they need haste. What can you tell me of Aragorn? He spoke first as Strider, and to that Eothane says this: what kind of man hides his true name? Eventually he gave it, and he gave it as Aragorn, son of Arathorn. So, too, did he claim to be the heir of Isildur, the son of Elendil of Gondor. He wielded artifacts from the distant past, but whether that truly was the sword that was broken, forged again, Eothane cannot say. Aha, but it was. What can you tell me of Legolas? An elf he was, as wild a creature as I have seen, seemingly sprung directly from the tales told to children. Éomer gifted 2 horses to the travelers, and this elf needed no rein or saddle, though Erod's master was killed in battle, and he was not yet ready for a new rider. I have never seen anything like it. Legolas is skilled. He's an elf. What can you tell me of Gimli? The dwarf is fortunate my captain Eomer knows the value of mercy. He spoke to the third marshal with great rudeness, and could take a lesson in manners from even an orc. Were Aragorn less well-spoken, there might have been one fewer dwarf in the Riddermark. So you say. What can you tell me of the Uruks? Eomer rode north without the king's leave to hunt these Uruks. Scouts had reported them coming down out of the east wall some days before, and we caught up with them at the very edge of Fangorn. They were thoroughly, utterly destroyed, and we saw no sign of the friends Aragorn and his companions sought. I see. So, Chapter 1, Eomer.
If Eomer, my commander, wishes me to answer your questions, I will do so.
Ask what you will and hear my answers. Whether they give you joy or sadness is no concern of mine. All right. Now, back to talk to Eomer once more. Your man is very loyal to you, but he doesn't have a very high opinion of my friends.
The 3 hunters lived when I left them.
No Uruks escaped the circle of my riders, but it is possible your friends may have escaped before we closed in. It is a small chance, but it is what Aragorn hoped for, and perhaps his hope was more than hope, for there was truth in it. Eomer makes a wry face. Perhaps, but Eomer's son puts stock in cold steel and sunlight on the plains. Without some unlikely Dwemer craft, I fear the halfling friends Aragorn sought met a sad fate. The 3 hunters, however, lived when I left them.
My men caught up with the Uruks just outside the Eaves of Fangorn.
What leveled up? Was it the horse bridle? Was it some other? The heavy bridle reached level 9. The mace reached level 9. The tools of the trade reached level 37. Okay. Book 9, Chapter 2, Ugluk's End. My men caught up with the Uruks just outside the Eaves of Fangorn to the northwest. Their leader, a fierce Uruk whose name seemed to be Ugluk, if the panicked words of his fellows can be trusted, dismounted and fought me blade to blade. I proved the better swordsman to the pride of Eamund and the shame of whatever disgusting lout claimed a sire Ugluk. Ride to the site and look for signs of your missing friends or Aragorn and his 2 companions. If my men and I are still here when you return, you are welcome to ride south with us to Edoras. Ooh, so we are about to make it to Edoras finally, perhaps. Find Eomer's vengeance northwest of Eoward. That we certainly will. Okay. Are you going to come with us, Corridan, or do you have anything to say at all? No, apparently you're in an elf trance. All right, so let us find Eomer's vengeance northwest of Eoworth. Let's see which one. There's our light war steed. And let us see if we remember how to get the heck out of this place now. So northwest. I think we can come right on around this way. Yep, there's our exit we're looking for. And we are going to head to the northwest. So that's going to be up this way and across land like so. Okay, before we do that, let's turn on our lamp if it'll let us. There, that's a little bit of light. And let us go and see if we can find this spot. We've still got some Veil Riders and things to kill as well. So if we hunt down some of these, some of these scouts and all, so much the better. Madness ensues. Madness ensues. Alright, quest available. Another terrain quest. The creatures of the Woodfen have been driven mad by something. Corpses litter the marsh and beasts attack without warning. You should defeat a number of the salamanders and Krebine in the marsh. Sure, we'll take it on. We will hold it there. It'll be another quest to... There are many crazed beasts in the Woodfen. The source of the madness? The source of the madness. Something has driven the creatures of the Woodfen mad, some to the point of death. You should find the source of the madness. Sure. Let's continue on. Not going to be the skirmishers and all there, I'm sure. Now, the Woodfen. Where, oh where, are we going to find Hammer's Vengeance? It's northwest, and in addition, we also know it's probably along the edges of Fangorn here. What is that? That's a Relic Magister and a Forge Master. Excuse me. All right, let's follow the road and let's get to that Stable Master there. That'll be a good one to grab. Thornhope, huh? All right, that gives us a target to aim for. We're going to aim for the dwelling of Thornhope. That'll give us another stable, and it will also get us real close to Fangorn, so that we should be able to find what we're looking for there. Now, we're getting close to it. Whoa! That was not what we were looking for. That is not quite... This is not the Rohan settlement you were looking for. What about up here in this tower? Is this tower where we're trying to get to? I saw that thing going off to the left. I didn't know if it was a road or not here. It doesn't really look like a path, but hard to say. Yep, there's the Stable Master. Interesting. And a milestone. Let's back it up a little.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
Okay, you've discovered the Thornhope travel location. So, Thornhope has been taken over by orcs, perhaps? Is that what that is? Yeah, maybe so. Okay. And apparently there's a Relic Master and all over here. So, let's look around in this area. Don't want to go too fast, because I do want to be able to find this place. In the books, I remember it had several mounds with spears where they buried the dead riders, and then it had a large mound where they buried all the orcs. Or burned them or something. It's a shame we're out here at night, but you got to do this whenever you got to do this, you know? And at the moment, this is the time that I have to do it. Can't really delay too long. I've got to take my wife to the dentist this morning. She's got a bad abscess in her teeth. Having a really hard time, so we've got to hit that just as soon as they open up. This looks like another orc camp over here, perhaps. That's what it looks like. I can't imagine a human settlement being there. Nope. More Moria warriors and spears and all. And an elite Veil captain. Okay. Not too much more powerful than we are. Let's see. Okay, where is this vengeance of his? I think if I remember correctly too, he cut down a few trees of Fangorn at the time in order to get this vengeance. Because I believe that's what they may have used to burn the bodies of the orcs, but of course there were many of them armed with axes. They weren't staying in this area, so they didn't care. And of course they believe that the stories of the Ents are all much like the stories of the halflings, that they're just a rumor. They're a rumor and a child story. Ooh, is this it? I see rings in there. This looks like this may be it. Look at all these. The reek of burning rises still from the site where Eomer destroyed the Uruks. Let's go ahead and dismount here. Ooh. Yep, there's one dead Uruk. Here's where they burn the bodies in the piles and all, or are these burned tents? I see people. Eomer's vengeance, indeed. Yep, this is the giant fire, the giant mound where they burned the Uruks and did a piss poor job of it, apparently. Ooh, Horn and Corridan are here already. Gruesome. Yes?
I fear Eomer may have been too thorough.
Eomer performed his duty admirably. I fear he may have been too thorough. If your halfling friends were here, they could not have escaped the battle or the burning afterward. Let's get this straight. They're not my halfling friends. They're just halflings I happen to be looking for, okay? But we did see an Uruk over here with a gold ring over his head, so let's take a look at that one and see what he has to say or what we can loot off of him. What is that over there? Oh, world stuff. You stare at defeated Ugluk and wonder if Boromir rests comfortably from whatever it is he watches now that the leader of the band that set upon him is no more. Examine confused footprints at Eomer's vengeance. Ooh, you pry your eyes away from Ugluk and the resolve to search for signs of the halflings. Ugluk is beyond caring, not that he would have cared in life. Yeah, I'm looking for the confused footprints, not the other. You find a great deal of footprints in the chaos that seem to go nowhere. A muddle of confused footprints cloud your judgment of what happened here. You find a great deal of footprints which lead northwest. Which is going to be this way. Yep, well, this is north anyway. Great deal of footprints in the chaos that seem to go nowhere. So some that go northwest. Alright, if we go northwest from where we were there. Let's go more northwest. There we go. And let's keep an eye out to see if we see any more footprints or anything. Anyone seeing anything sparkling in the darkness, give me a shout, okay? A Fangorn bat. What was that? Now entering the Eaves of Fangorn. Ooh. Indeed. Take a look at that. Trying to con it. Been playing EverQuest too much lately. I was hitting C to try to get a con level on it. Get a consider off of it. Wow, this place is as dark as Mirkwood, if not more so at night. Okay, we're heading northwest. Something like that. Discover the source of the madness. Where are we at? Oh, we're supposed to talk to Corridan again. Oh, that'll teach me. Let's learn to pay attention to pay attention to the actual quest thing over here so we can see what the actual step is, not following the footprints. Alright, Corridan. Why couldn't you come over and talk to me, huh? I was at least doing something other than just sitting here going gruesome.
What does Horn think? Will he dare the forest of Fangorn?
You say some of those tracks led toward Fangorn. They are likely not those of the halflings, for Eomer was certain no one left the site of the battle without his knowledge. They may then be the tracks of Aragorn, Legolas, or Gimli. What brought them toward Fangorn? What does Horn think? Will he dare the forest of Fangorn? I will go, and gladly, but he has expressed worry about such places before. Hello, Horn.
I see how Corridan looks at me. He thinks I fear to go into Fangorn.
Horn looks at you with his piercing grey eyes. I went into another ill-omened wood with you not long ago, Gnarlo. Do you remember? There I took a grievous wound, an injury from which I will never recover, nor would I wish to heal that hurt. I will follow you into Fangorn. What can be done to me that I should fear? All right.
If we cannot help our friends directly, let us help them indirectly.
Book 9, Chapter 3, Orcs Beneath the Eaves. My father told me his men had heard orc axes beneath the eaves of Fangorn. There must be a camp of the creatures somewhere to the north of here, among the trees. That is the way the tracks go, are they not? We should go to this camp of orcs and slay them. While we do, let us keep our eyes open for your friends. If we cannot help them directly, perhaps this will help them in an indirect fashion. Defeat orcs beneath the eaves of Fangorn. 8 orcs, huh? Okay. We will see. So they are apparently to the north. Let's see what it says. Just defeat orcs beneath the eaves. Alright, so now let's see if we can find any orcs among the bats and everything. Perhaps a little bit further out where it's not quite so damn dark. And I'm thinking a little bit closer to that camp we saw up north, right? Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. I was not trying to take on the Huorn. But I will if I have to. You know, it's not what I wanted to do, but yeah, we'll take on the Huorn. I wish you hadn't jumped me. I didn't even think about Huorns being around. Alright, boom. Alright. That's the other thing I was worried about. Okay, I don't see any faction drops here. I was worried I was going to lose faction. Like I said, I've been playing EQ lately, and where you have to worry a little bit about what you're going to kill, because you can hurt yourself. You go in hunting, and the next thing you know, the strangling root. See, that's the way the old forest used to be. You'd be wandering around, and the next thing you know, you stumbled across one of these trees like that just started attacking you for out of the blue. They didn't just sit there and glare at you. And the roots are the same. I bet if we got close to one of those strangling roots, it would attack us as well. Now, we need to be in the eaves, correct? Yep, we're in the eaves of Fangorn. Let's see if we can find some orcs. We've had orcs. Orky, orky, orky. Well, we've been 20 minutes. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to step outside of the eaves for a second. And we will come back. Get out here in the daylight a little bit. Let's get on this little hill. There we go. We will come back next time and see if we can find some orcs deeper in the eaves. I want to do it when there's daylight as well. It's a little too dark in there for nighttime. It just doesn't make any sense. So, that is what we will do. Next time we join you, we will be heading deeper into the eaves, seeing if we can find some orcs and defeat enough of them to continue on with Chapter 3 here. So we will see you next time. Thanks for coming along. Hope you've enjoyed it. And we'll see you then. Bye-bye.